Welcome everyone. We're here in the studio with Luis Fonsi the day of the release of his new album, Vida. Welcome,
Yes.
Luis, to Billboard.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
This is the longest growing baby ever, right?
Yeah. It's like a 500-pound baby by this time.
It is a 500 And when Despacito was having this huge success, I kept thinking, Luis is going to release that album now. Luis is going to release that album now. Why didn't you?
I don't know. You know, it's a good question because in the beginning, I wanted to. I really wanted to release the album because the album was ready. But then I realized, I was like, you know what? Maybe let's just kind of show people little by little, a little bit of sort of my quote unquote new sound. I hate using that expression, but there's been so much time has passed since my last album that the world has just changed. And music and pop has changed. So it's not like my new sound. It's just like it's a new time. You know, there's been so much time has passed. It's evolution. It's normal. It's life. So I wanted to just little by little show people kind of what the new album was going to sound like. And I just felt like, you know, going little by little just made it a little bit more suspenseful. I really don't know. But at the end of the day, 2 years later, here we are. The album is out.
And it's a beautiful album. Congratulations.
Thank you
I
so
loved
much.
it. And it was surprising for me to hear it because you do have Despacito. You have a couple of up-tempo tracks. You have a very dance track as well. You have the track with Ozuna. But then there's a lot of big Luis Fonsi ballads. There's a lot of R&B. So is this a side of you that you think maybe the Latin fans know, but maybe your mainstream fans didn't know?
It's me. You know, when people say, what does this album sound like? It's me. It's really always been me. I've always been like this. Obviously, earlier in my career, the songs that were promoted and that had more success were more ballad driven. But that didn't mean that I didn't do the R&B songs or that I didn't do the up-tempo songs, because I did them. They were just in the album. They were tucked in there, and I would do them for the live shows. And but I haven't really changed my way of writing a song or performing it. It's always been me. I always say I'm way too hyperactive to just do ballads, and I am way too romantic to just do up tempos.
I love it when you do R&B. That goes so well with your voice.
Yeah, I mean that's really my biggest influence. You know, R&B is really where I start from, and from there I go into whether it's more of a romantic classic ballad or more into a urban driven Latin song. But really R&B is what I listen to the most.
Now the album was done when Despacito came out, but in these 2 ensuing years, are there any new tracks? I mean, I know Calypso and Échame la Culpa were new, but is there or maybe they weren't?
Échame la Culpa wasn't, but Demi was new.
Okay.
So what happened was Échame la Culpa was written, but after Justin Bieber did the remix for Despacito, and we learned and we figured out that there is sort of a connection with the world and Latin music and doing a song bilingual. I said, well, let's keep this going. So then that's when I said, let's get a powerful female vocalist to do Échame la Culpa, which was a perfect story to be told between a couple or two voices. And that's when I called Demi, and she was just amazing, and she recorded it. So that was post Despacito, kind of, adding into the album.
But and everything else was already there?
Everything else was pretty much there.
Any of the slower mid-tempo songs new?
I think maybe there's one song that I called Poco a Poco that we did quite recently, with Andres and Mauricio, the producers of the album, the two geniuses.
From Colombia, of course.
Yeah. They're two. I can't say enough about them. I could be here and talk the whole interview about those two. They're really, it's the best thing that's ever happened to me. They're the real deal, real musicians, smart kids. They listen to all kinds of music, and we're sort of in that same bicultural background that we love, and we absolutely love and respect our culture and our language, but we also listen to all kinds of music. And we just kind of put a little bit into it, and we wrote most of the album together. They produced it, all of it. So Poco a Poco was the last kind of song that popped up, which is a little bit of a mid-tempo, kind of a fresh, ballady mid-tempo. I don't know.
And I know a lot of people have been asking you this, but let me ask it in case, our viewers don't know, but there is a song here for your...
My gordo,
for your
Rocco.
gordo. For Rocco.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
My baby boy. He's, there's a song called Iesta, which we wrote, when he was born. And, the guys, Andres, Mauricio, and I, they flew down here to Miami, and they spent a lot of time here in my house, in my studio, just writing, working. And so they actually lived a little bit, they lived all of this with me, my wife's pregnancy and all the craziness. We got to run to the hospital, and then obviously his birth and everything. So we were all sort of very emotional and inspired, positively inspired by his birth, and we're songwriters. So it's like, how can you not write a song about this? You know what I'm saying?
About this little bit, and
Yeah.
you love to write with friends, don't you, Luis?
I do.
Like it kind of feeds your creative energy.
It's like therapy for me. It's I write a lot by myself too, but there's nothing better than just grabbing a friend or two friends and grabbing a guitar, a piano,
And some drinks.
and usually there's some drinks involved, and just vibing and just jamming, and all of a sudden, just a simple idea turns into a song in a matter of minutes, and that to me is so powerful. It's so powerful to just create a song from just nothing, and in an hour have a full-on lyric, melody, and sometimes full-on production in a matter of hours.
So we asked your fans to send us questions,
Yes.
and they wanted to know when the video of Sola was coming out, because Sola is actually one of the only song of the new songs that's in English in this album. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so Sola, which is the new single, when we first did it, a lot of people said it sounds so Anglo, it sounds so international,
R&B.
Because of the R&B influence, it sounds so international. Like this would be a perfect song to do in English. And I was like, you know what, that's a good idea. So pretty much the next day, we had an English lyric. I left Sola.
You wrote the lyrics in English?
We wrote it with we got another great songwriter involved, and we just kind of flipped it. I left the Sola. It says you don't have to be Sola. You don't have to be here alone.
Sing us a snippet.
You don't have to be Sola. You don't have to be here alone. So it's pretty much the same thing, but in English. So then we decided to add it to the album, because it just felt right. It was a natural translation, and you know how it goes. Sometimes there are songs that don't want to translate. And obviously there are some songs like Despacito has a little bit of English, Échame la culpa has a little bit of English, but it's obviously mainly a Spanish album. And the video, which was your question, sorry to interrupt, the video for Sola in English is a completely different video than Sola in Spanish.
Gosh, I
so
love
check it out. It's going to be out in the next couple of days.
Now tell me about this tattoo of yours here on your...
So you only see a little bit of it, but
Actually,
my shoulder is 1220.
12:20.
1220. Both of my kids were born December 20th, 5 years apart.
Really? You timed that, right?
I wish I could tell you I was that accurate.
That was a strategic
but
move.
I'm not that accurate in life. But that's just life, because it was natural birth. It wasn't C-section. It wasn't planned. So yeah, 1220 is obviously a day I will never forget. And then the other part of the tattoo is you can see the guitar, which is an Emmylou Harris. It's a Gibson, similar to this one that we have here.
Fabulous.
Which is my
Your
guitar, my go-to guitar, where I write all of my songs. And then underneath that, you can't see it, but it's like a record player with my kids' names. And then there's some dates and a Puerto Rico one here.
And Despacito, all here, right?
I'm waiting to do that in my face. Right here.
Despacito.
Sort of like the Post Malone kind of style, face tats. No, I know. That is not going to happen anytime soon.
How does it feel when you look at everything people write and everything people say, me included, and you read I like to write a lot, post-Despacito, pre-Despacito, and really it's a song that defined the course of Latin music where we are right now. How do you feel to be the face of that? Like sometimes you sit down and say, this is surreal, I can't believe I am that person. I am Despacito.
I mean, I don't look at myself and say I am Despacito. I think there's a lot of people behind Despacito.
Yeah, but
I mean,
you are the face of
yeah.
Despacito. Really, it's your song.
I'm grateful. You know, that's what I feel. I'm grateful. I'm not going to. I think one song doesn't define a career, but I do definitely think that it does. You know, Despacito, there's obviously a before and an after, and I realize that, and I'm proud of that, and I'll always be proud of that, and I'll always be happy to sing it, and it'll always bring me back to a really special time because I think it was good for not only for me, not only for everybody involved, Daddy Yankee, Justin Bieber, the producers, Eddie Gaender, but just for Latin music in general, you know, because the world got together singing a Spanish song. So at the end of the day, that's what I celebrate the most. But having said that, one song does not define a career, especially a 20-year career. So I celebrate it, and pre, post, I'm all good with it, you know, and it's always going to be a part of me. And my job now is just to keep giving the world great songs. I can't compete with that. That's always going to be there, and I'm always going to celebrate it. But I just want to keep on giving different songs, quality songs, great shows, great production, and having everybody just, you know, stay connected with me.
Well, it's very hard for anyone to compete with Despacito. I don't think anyone can. And but it's ironic because you had a great song before called No Me Doy Por Vencido, which broke records on the Billboard charts too.
I remember, well, back then it was the pre No Me Doy Por Vencido or post, you know, it was the song of that Billboard Song of the Decade. And I thought back then, this was 2008, I thought, hey, I'm never going to be able to reach, you know, 23 weeks number one on Billboard with No Me Doy Por Vencido and a bunch of awards. And here we are, you know, 10 years later, and we definitely shattered that.
You definitely did. Now there's so many Despacito parodies, and they're
I love them all.
Some are great, right?
I love them all.
Which one's your favorite?
My favorite will always be the first Italian one.
Isn't that
Los
hilarious?
Italianos,
I can watch that all day long.
That, and they did too. I did a cameo on the second one. But that first one, that to me was just the most creative one, and it was just so genius because it was true. I mean, people at this point, people were a little bit tired of the song.
And the song wasn't even number one on the Hot 100 at that point. Actually.
I don't. Yeah, but remember the song started really powerful in Europe before the remix.
Yeah.
Europe was, especially Italy, just, you know, day one, it was like, it just went right up. So it was kind of like, I hate it, but I love it. Yeah, I hate the fact that I love it so much, and I love that. Listen, I think it's funny because it happens to me with other songs. You know, it's like, really, they're playing the song again, and then you just start vibing to it, and you can't stop it. So it was so natural. Those guys are geniuses.
And I know we don't have much time, but in the new album, which song, aside from the song you wrote for Rocco, which song is really, would you say is emblematic of this album and emblematic of who you are, and you would want everybody to hear? And of course, we want them to hear the whole album.
That's a very hard question. I mean, taking out the 5 singles, which are Despacito, Échame la Culpa, Calypso, Imposible, and now Sola. Taking those out.
Imposible a lot.
Yeah, Imposible is a great track because it's a ballad. Imposible is a ballad that just has a reggaeton beat underneath it, but it's really, yes, imposible. You know, it's a ballad. There's a strong ballad called Le Pido al Cielo, which I really like. It has a little bit of that old school Fonsi ballad vibe to it, but produced, you know, in our world now. There's another really powerful ballad called Dime que no tiras, which I wrote with Claudia Brandt. And it's one of those churchy anthem kind of.
Yeah, I had written anthemic.
Very strong ballads. I don't know. You know, it's tough. The album just came out today.
Yes.
So everything's still so new. You know, now I have to get people's vibes and find out what song people connect. They connect to. So I'm actually like now asking, what did you like? What did you like? That's eventually going to sort of, you know, make me fall in love, like re-fall in love with these songs again.
And you've done quite a bit of stuff since Despacito came out for Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
And you actually did a whole tourism campaign. So what's happening with that and with the rebuilding? Because you've been so involved. Give us a
Yeah.
little update.
Yeah, so I've been working nonstop with Puerto Rico. I opened up my own foundation last year, Luis Fonsi Foundation.
And what does the Luis Fonsi Foundation
We're
do?
basically building houses. I'm working very close with La Perla, which is where we shot Despacito.
Yeah.
We've already built a few houses there, and before the building, we did the cleaning process and getting goods to Puerto Rico, medicine, generators, and all that stuff. So now it's more of making sure small. I'm working with a lot of small, privately owned hospitals. See if they need any kind of equipment and stuff like that, and just doing different events. I just started literally like 6 months ago with this foundation, so it's really exciting. It's very young, but it's really exciting to be able to give back. Y Puerto Rico, I mean, in a few hours, I'm going to be on a plane there. I'm going to personally go and celebrate this album there because
You're
that's
going to do record signing, right?
Yeah, and we're doing a free concert, and we're doing a bunch of stuff. Because that's where it all started, so it's my way of saying thank you.
Now, with all the Despacito success, what did you do, or what did you buy, or where did you go that you would have never done before?
I haven't gotten any money, so I need to speak with my manager and my record label
Your
about
manager
that.
has everything.
No, I didn't do. I mean, I haven't
Was
done
there,
anything.
like, one big
I haven't
indulgence?
done anything. I haven't had
Please.
time, Leila. I haven't had time to do anything. No. Honestly, to be honest, no. There hasn't been anything crazy.
Nothing that you said, this is what I always wanted to do, and damn it, now I'm going to do it?
I mean, maybe, but
Yeah,
I don't promote
sure.
those things,
Well, but tell
I bought a
us.
house.
I love it.
Yeah, I bought a house.
Here in Miami, when are we going?
Do you want me to tell the address and
Yes,
everything?
yes, we're all gonna
Visit
press
me.
it.
It's yes. I bought a house,
Great.
which is being built, and that's it. I'm kind of chill. I'm not
I know you are.
too extravagant.
I know you are. Okay, thank you, Luis. And just to wrap up, of all the new stuff that's coming out, besides Vida, obviously, which we love, what do you have in your playlist? What new song are you excited about?
I don't know. What should I listen to?
No?
I just listen to the same stuff everybody listens to.
Which is what? Despacito.
No, no, I don't listen to my own stuff. I listen to I'm really stuck on salsa lately. I'm stuck on
I
not
love
stuck.
it.
Stuck is a negative word. I'm happily stuck on old school salsa now more than ever. Like
Love it.
I just don't want to get out of those salsa playlists.
I love it. It's going to come back. That's what
I
everyone
hope so.
says.
I hope so.
Well, thank you. Thank you, Luis
Thank you.
Fonsi.
Thank you, Billboard.com. Thank you so much for the support. I hope you enjoy my new album, Vida. Enjoy every single song. Let me know what you think. Write me, call me, visit me in my new house. Thank you for the support.
Que estás sola y que nadie te ve como